What's up everybody, it's Matt from TDM Style here and welcome back to the channel for another hair product review, and this week we're taking a look at the brand new Hustle Grooming Clay from TheSalonGuy. Now before we get started, I just want to say real quick that today's outfit is brought to you by Trendy Butler. If you guys have been around the channel for a while, I've been doing unboxing videos for them for some time now. So this is an unpaid feature. I don't make any money from this, but they do send me their clothes to check out, and I really love these. Both of these pieces are from a brand called We Are the Superlative Conspiracy. They make really nice stuff. It looks really cool. So as always, thanks so much to Trendy Butler for sending these out. And if you guys want to try it, you can use my coupon code in the description down below to save yourself some money. Alright, so Hustle. This is a medium hold natural matte finish grooming clay. Comes in at $23.99 US, and the whole kind of idea behind this product is that the whole thing is inspired by entrepreneurship. So I've got a little bit of a blurb about the product that I'll read for you real quick. This new product is named Hustle because hard work, dedication, and passion are all qualities that are essential to being an entrepreneur. The concept behind the performance of the product is that it's something that's easy to use, pliable, healthy for your hair, and long-lasting. It's a creamy product that you can work on your hands and style your hair in seconds, because being an entrepreneur, time management is crucial. So this is something that you want to be able to get it into your hair, style it real fast, and be ready to get moving, get out the door, and go. And a quick note about the scent on this. The scent on Hustle is aimed to be a very welcoming, fresh, and sophisticated fragrance. And boy, got some news for you on that one in just a minute. And this is also a product that's meant to be great for all hair types, but especially so for those of us with curly or wavier hair types. That's just going to be really quick and easy to tame those waves or curls and get out the door. So this has actually been in the works for like a year or more now, and I've been a tester for it along the way, so I've seen a couple different revisions of the formula. I mean, back when Steven was testing out pre-game, early formulations of pre-game, he also had an early formula of this, which that one ended up being, too oily in the hair, so he went back to the drawing board, and several months later, once he was happy with the formula, then it came to scent. So, in my opinion, Steven's always a scent master, and with this one, it was actually pretty cool. So they came back with 3 different scents, and he and his team actually went out on the street and polled people on, which scent was their favorite, and the one that ended up being on this was unanimously loved by everyone. So enough chit chat, let's crack into this bitch and see what's under the hood. So taking a look at the packaging real quick. First, this comes in this 3.5 ounce aluminum tin with the stick-on labeling on the top, and then you've got another smaller sticker on the bottom with the ingredients and directions. It's kind of the standard packaging for Steven's lineup of products now. So packaging's fine, you get a lot of product in there, it's nothing fancy. My one gripe with the aluminum tins in general is that they're easy to kind of dent up. So mine was looking perfect, and then literally this morning I went to grab it and to style my hair with it, and it slipped out of my hand, and it was like slow motion. I just saw it falling, and I was like, no. And it hit my bathroom floor, and so now I have this nice little dent in the side. How could this happen to me? But anyway, packaging aside, let's actually crack into this bitch now and talk about the category that everybody's here for, the scent. Oh, fuck me. Oh, seriously, it smells so good. Now, I'm the first to admit that I tend to enjoy the fragrances on all of Steven's products. He's like scent master, and so there really hasn't been one thus far that I haven't liked. But this one, man. Oh. So I actually have all of the notes of this fragrance. I mean, it said it was a sophisticated fragrance, and boy, it actually really is. If this was a cologne, I would be spraying that bitch everywhere. So, all right, here we go. The top notes for this fragrance are lemon, basil, I almost just said basil, like a posh Englishman. Lemon, basil, lavender, lemon verbena, Artemisia, rosemary, and bergamot. The middle notes are jasmine, cinnamon, coriander, juniper, and carnation, and the base, cedar, oak moss, amber, sandalwood, leather, vetiver, patchouli, and fir. Fuck. So, yeah, what does that all mean when you're actually smelling this thing? Well, so at first you get a nice bright kind of citrusy, slightly floral note. It's a little bit sweet. Then you get a little bit of that warmth and spiciness, that cinnamon in there, and then the base hits you, which is just this kind of outdoorsy. You really can get like the oak moss and the cedar and sandalwood, which is like literally all of my favorite things rolled into one fragrance. So yeah, and the nice thing too is that even with all of that going on in there, it's not anything that's like, ugh, like it's not real punchy, it's not real strong. So once you've got it worked into the hair, you know, you're not really gonna smell it anymore. You might just a slight bit when you're like restyling it or something, you might catch a slight whiff of it. But if you do like to wear a cologne or other fragrance, this won't clash with it. So very briefly into the ingredients, I'll have the whole list for you in the description box down below as usual. But basically, so this is a water-based grooming clay. So we've got water in the first spot. We've got some petrolatum and beeswax in there. That's going to give you that hold and pliability. Then we've got kaolin clay.
Kaolin.
Said it right. And then we've got some Carnauba wax as well. We've got a number of, you know, compounds that tend to be found in salon quality products. We've got jojoba oil in there. And then down the bottom, you'll see all of the kind of oils and things that go into that fragrance. So we've got things like Citral, Citronellol, Coumarin, eugenol, geraniol, limonene, linalool, oak moss extract, all kinds of delicious smelling things. All right, so now let's actually take a look inside, see how it scoops, how it breaks down, how it applies, how it styles, and how it holds up. So taking a look under the hood, you'll see this off-white, creamy looking clay, and as you can imagine, the scoop is wonderful. It's just like a cloud. There's like no pressure at all, just comes right out of there, super creamy, and getting that into the hands, it breaks down effortlessly, and as soon as you start breaking it down, you can start to feel just the right, like just that little bit of dryness from the clay, and so that'll give you an idea of, you know, how the hold level is going to be. You've got just the slightest bit of tack. But now, moving over into application, this is an absolute fucking dream, especially for me, you know, being somebody with a coarse, wavy hair type. Things that have strong holds or like heavy wax content, they're gonna have tug and pull. It's just the way of life. It's just a thing. Or if things have like really high clay content and they're super dry, again, it's gonna be difficult to apply. And this thing is, it's a dream. This is the only way that I can describe it. It is buttery smooth application. Zero tug or pull whatsoever. And you, like, again, you can feel that little bit of dryness from the clay content, but it is so smooth. Now, and you don't need a lot of product here either. So starting out first, I went in with just one small scoop here, and that's just enough if you wanted to go for a lighter hold and have like a very just natural kind of flowy looking hairstyle, but have just that nice clay texture, that natural finish that's just gonna really tame everything and keep it, you know, looking flowy but put together. This is perfect for that. But adding another small scoop will easily dial up the hold to that solid medium. And he also mentioned that this is meant to be, you know, super quick to style. So I'm just gonna let this demo footage here play out uncut of me styling up with the second scoop. And bang, you can see there, what was that, 30 seconds, and it's just done, ready to go. And as far as the finish on it, you can see here right after styling, it does have that kind of like low shine look to it. And I will say, once you let it sit for about 15 minutes or so and it totally settles into the hair, that does drop off slightly and does become more matte, as you can see here, but it is, I like the natural matte finish. You know, it's not too dry, but it's not shiny either. And I mean, I've got it in my hair right now as well, so you can see a nice look at the finish here. I mean, I styled this like 6 hours ago, and so this is what it looks like now. And speaking of 6 hours ago, let's talk about the endurance. So as I mentioned, this is a medium hold, so it's not meant to be like super strong bulletproof hold or anything. But if you take a look here, this is 8 hours later, and it still looks great. It looks basically just the way I left it. So I'll say it is a medium hold. I mean, it's not super strong, but it's strong enough that it surprised me. I thought that the hold was going to be lighter you know, because it's such a smooth product, there's very little tack, there's no tug or pull, so you know, it's one of those things that you don't expect it to have a great hold, but it really came through as a true medium. Now, the washout on this I find very easy as well. I mean, it is water-based, and I find it to be pretty much water-soluble. It depends how much you use. So if I used, you know, a lesser amount, I find it just comes straight out with just a water rinse. But if I've used, you know, 2 or 3 scoops, I would say it comes out like, I don't know, 90% of the way, so you might need a slight shampoo or something to get the rest of it out, but it's really no bother at all. So, overall thoughts on Hustle Grooming Clay. Fucking love it, man. Home run, like home run for me. I mean, this is what I would consider to be the ideal product for my hair type and for the styles that I enjoy. So, you know, as I mentioned, that buttery smooth application, no tug or pull, but that really solid medium hold. It's got a nice natural matte finish. It lasts all day. It smells fucking incredible. Washes out easily. And actually, I just now realized I forgot to mention this during the whole like endurance portion, but it's mentioned that it's healthy for your hair as well. And it is really, like, the longer that it's in my hair, the silkier my hair feels. I mean, like, just look at that bitch. Yes. It really does. Like, my hair feels, you can feel that slight dryness from the clay, but like with that nice, look at that, nice like natural shine, and it's super lightweight, so it doesn't weigh the hair down. I mean, my hair is getting long now. It's like down to the tip of my nose, and even with my hair that long and bulky, I can still get, you know, pretty decent volume. It's not anything like super Johnny Bravo quiff volume or anything, but it's not meant to be. So, a couple things that I guess I'll address because I can already see some people typing it out in the comments. Things like, how does this compare to Clutch or Pregame or whatever? It doesn't really, like, you know, Clutch is stronger hold, it's waxier, it's got a more matte finish. Pregame is super strong hold, it has no clay in it, it's a wax product. I mean, they're very different, but yeah, like this is just like the perfect cross between a clay and a grooming cream, and yeah, I think it's unique in the water-based clay world, and I love it. And I'm sure somebody else is bound to ask, hey, are you sponsored by Steven? Is he paying you to make this video? No, actually, I don't do sponsored reviews. I never have, never will. In my humble opinion, if a review is sponsored, it's not a review, it's an advertisement. So, you know, yeah, I was a tester on this, and Steven sent me one when it came out, so Steven, thank you, because this is cherished in my hair product world now. But no, not sponsored, always honest opinions, always will be, and yeah, Hustle is fucking bomb, and go get it, like, check it out, it's absolutely worth your money. So that about wraps things up for today's video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this and found it helpful. Please stay tuned. I've got so many more products coming up, and I'm gonna start working on those budget hair products, so I'm gonna go shopping and buy a bunch of like cheapo products and get working on a series for those. Really looking forward to that. So if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button down below to keep up to date with all that stuff. And as always, thank you guys so much for coming by and watching. And we'll see you at the next one.